always,
Me too.
it's something I never talk to you about, but I always love when when you tweet on it or you Instagram on it, because that's something for me that just, I'm always like, yeah, the best thing you can do is, rescue a dog, rescue a cat. It's the biggest favor you can ever do for an animal, and I'll never forget it.
And they don't have their own voice, so I think it's, as human rights, there's many things that I think are terribly important to express and to tweet or Instagram about, but can't do everything all day long, and I suppose picking something for me that was close to my heart, but also that they've got no voice at all. There's no option for them to.
Yeah, I always say that my two favorite charities are kids and animals. People that really don't have a voice for themselves. It's really true. Like today, just to share with you guys, my son plays Little League, and I missed a game today, but I was watching some of it on video, my FaceTime with my wife, and there's a bunny rabbit. There's wild bunnies at this ballpark. And this one bunny we love, and we're always trying to pet it, we're trying to take it home, and it was under the car. It just knew. And so we decided that if it's under the car again, because it always comes and finds us and hangs out with us, we're adopting it. We're adopting a wild bunny, and I'll tell you about it at the next convention. All right, well, you're going to be out here for a little bit, and obviously the questions are all lined up for you. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Emilie, please. Love you, babe. And I just want to make sure that you know how much of an honor and a pleasure it has been to get to know you and to share the screen with you. You light it up every time. I think you're so talented. You really are. You're an amazing actor and you're an amazing person, and it's really an honor to be your friend, and I love seeing you whenever you roll into town. All right, so give it up for my girl and enjoy your time. I'll be back for you. All right, thanks.
So sweet. Oh, hi. These lights are really bright. Sorry, I can't really see very well. I'm going to start on this side. Hello.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here.
Me too.
I have two questions to you, if that's okay. My first question is, where do you think Belle would be if the Blackberry didn't take Gideon?
Where would Belle be?
Yeah, Belle or Gideon. As like a parent.
Hopefully they would have, I believe they would have had a somewhat within the realm of normalcy of, parenthood for her and childhood for him. And I think it would have given them a chance to grow as a family unit together, the three of them. This family brings you together, and so that's sad thinking about that, but good question.
My second question is, where do you see you and Rumpel in 5 to 10 years from now?
Boca. Town in Florida. Living on the high life. I don't know. I think I see them getting out of town though, for sure. I think they need like the holiday of all holidays. They need the beach. Maybe Hawaii. I think they should move to Hawaii. You see Rumpel in some Hawaiian shirts. Hilarious. Thanks, sweetheart.
Thank you, love you.
What?
Hi. First of all, I am such a big fan of you.
Thank you.
And so my question is, on the show, we always see how characters have inner light and inner darkness. So would you say that Belle has any inner darkness?
I think her attraction to Rumpel is an expression of her inner darkness. I mean, you wouldn't, I don't believe, attracted or fall in love with somebody that had such a darkness to them if you couldn't associate it with her or yourself, No, she's not an inherently dark individual, but there's something there, and there's something that has allowed her to associate with him on that level, I think, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hello.
Hi, first, you look amazing today. I love your hair. And,
Thanks, I was just complaining about it. I won't do anything, the water's different. It's all floppy.
what's your favorite thing about the cast and your most embarrassing moment with them?
Most embarrassing moment. Oh, it's too many. knocked something over when I was pregnant because I sort of forgot my spatial awareness. I was doing a scene in Mr. Goldshop, and I turned around. You know how they have those like little pillars with all these things on them? Not the too long one tables, but they have sometimes like little pillars, and they had like this sort of decent-sized clock on one of them that I just turned around and smashed the whole thing on the floor. Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello.
What was your favorite time on set or your favorite moment shooting?
Two favourite moments, because they're both very different. A lot of the days on the very, very first episode I ever did, 6 years ago, God, so long ago, on Skin Deep. And then recently, the last scene that I ever shot of season 6, which you haven't seen yet. That's such a tease, sorry. But yeah, it's something with me and Bobby, and it's really sweet and very special.
Hi. If you could take one prop from the set, what would you take and why?
The teacup, and well, I was kind of thinking the spinning wheel, because that would look really cool in your house. But the teacup for sure, and the saucer.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. I was wondering if you had like a favorite like realm that you visited on the show, or one that you didn't get a chance to visit that you wish you could have, or
A favourite what, sorry? Realm. Oh, realm.
Yeah.
Realm. Well, I didn't really visit many realms at all. Belle and Oz would have been fun. That would have been cool. Yeah. Bexley and Oz, exactly. Thank you. Spin-off. Hey? Just saying.
thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
So my question is, what was the funniest moment or prank that you pulled on set?
You know what? We really didn't pull pranks on this show. It wasn't, not that we were serious, but we were always very busy and we always had a really good time together, but it wasn't, I don't know why, but it wasn't like that. I pulled a prank on Boss that was pretty funny. I think it's funny anyway. It's probably terrible. Well, it's terrible and funny. I don't know. Anyway, me and Ian Summerholder were walking. You guys hate him? Sorry. Love Ian. Anyways, me and Ian, because we knew each other prior to shooting that, so it was really cool. So we were shooting, I think it was the pilot episode or one of the early episodes. We were walking along, I had like the pregnancy belly, and we were walking along the side of the road to the beach up on the North Shore. And I'm like, there's cars driving by, and I'm like, okay. Pretend we're a couple, and like, we're having a fight, and you're like hitting my stomach. Because people will obviously think it's fake and just think it's funny, but this one car was just like, oh. So we couldn't stop laughing. Thanks. Moving on, hi.
First of all, I really love you. And I would like to be an actor, and I was wondering if you had any tips for me.
It's a weird, crazy life that's pretty wonderful, but it's, I don't know, I guess, I never really know what to say when people ask me this, because there's so many, I think it's different for everyone. Like, I wasn't someone that took classes because I didn't like that route. For me, I'm not a collegiate kind of person, I'm not a good student, so learning for me was, I like to learn through experience, like that's with everything for me, schooling, everything, but you know, if you like being taught and you like a class situation, do some classes. I think whatever you think deep down is going to help you. Like, what do you think that you need to work on? What do you think your strengths are? You know, is it easy for you to access emotions, or is that something that you struggle with? I think maybe just like write down stuff that you feel like you could, you know, gain some experience from working on more, but then also make sure you write down the stuff that you know, like just for you, so you can be like really positive with yourself, because that's important. Write down the stuff that is things that you think would make you and does make you a good actor, and make sure you always, it sounds cheesy, but believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing and what you're saying. It's not about sort of saying someone else's words. You've got to really believe them and embody it. I hope that helps.
Thanks, love you.
Hello, hi. I was wondering, who's like your favorite person to work with on set?
Everyone's so lovely. Again, that sounds cheesy, but it really is such a nice cast. Like, we all love each other. I love working with Bobby. I love working with Rebecca because we have so much fun together. We're just constantly making each other laugh and being stupid. So that's always nice. Anyway.
First of all, I love you so much. And second of all, what's your favorite season of Once Upon a Time?
Favorite season? I think season 3 or 4. Yeah. But I don't know, it's kind of hard because I like stuff about each one of them, and I dislike stuff about each one of them. So. And they're also different. But yeah, 3 or 4. Thanks.
Hi, I have 2 questions. If you could change one thing about Belle or her storyline, what would it be?
I would allow Belle to live in a house instead of the back room of Gold's shop. That bed is way overused. Like, someone died in that bed. So that would be one thing I would change.
I love animals too, so I was wondering what your favorite animal was.
Well, I can't answer that. I don't know. I seriously can't. I don't know. I mean, as far as pets, I have a cat and dogs right now, but I love all animals, honestly. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello.
Hi. I just wanted to say that it's an honor to be in the same room as you today.
Bless you. That's so sweet.
And I'm being someone who's a really big fan of classical music. I wanted to know if you could play any classical instrument, which one would it be?
Well, I played quite a lot of instruments when I was younger. I don't anymore. I just don't have time. But I learned piano for a few years when I was about 7, 8, 9, and I loved classical piano. I really do. I mean, I always wished that I could play guitar, and I just never really learned. I sort of did a little bit at school, but not much. But yeah, probably piano. Thanks.
Hi. If you could play any character on the show that's not your character, who would you choose and why?
Cruella, because she's so much fun. She's so evil, but so fabulous at the same time. But Victoria plays her to a T, so I don't think I could compete with her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you audition for any other characters other than Belle?
No, I didn't, and I didn't audition for Belle either because the 2 guys who created this show, Adam and Eddie, they worked on Lost, the show I did prior to this with me. So they just called up and said, do you want to do just 1 episode? And be working with 6 years later. That didn't happen. Working with Robert, and I've been a big fan of his for years, and I love them. So I'm like, yeah, of course. And then that turned into this, which is awesome. You're welcome. Hello.
Hello.
You've lost your hands.
I know.
Or your candelabra parts.
It was getting hot, and not just because of the fire.
It is really hot up here.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Can I just start by saying that I really hope that Eddie and Adam live up to their joking word back in season 2 that Belle and Rumple would get some undisturbed happiness in season 7. I'm just going to say that right now. I really hope that happens.
When did they say that?
I think it was at Halo Fest, and somebody asked when that would happen, and Eddie just paused like, season 7? So
That's so funny.
My question to you is, clearly there's a lot of comedy in the show, and so I'm wondering if there are any particular lines that you wouldn't have been able to say with a straight face, i.e. the Dwarf Tavern or having a hamburger for the first time? Like, what was the weirdest line that you had to stumble through?
Dwarf Tavern, actually. That was, when I said that, it was really funny. I just flashed to remembering, like the second episode I ever did, I think. That one took like a few takes. I don't really know why. I was just like, there's nothing, it's like, that doesn't exist. It's a Dwarf Tavern. Come on. But no, the funniest thing, and it wasn't really because of the line, it was because of the line and the situation combination of, so they wrote in my real life pregnancy a little bit late. I told them when I was 3 months pregnant, and they're like, oh, we'll let you know if we're going to write it in or not. I'm like, oh, cool, you know, and sort of hoping that they would, because I thought that would be really special or cool to be able to play, you know, how you're really feeling and doing and not hiding it. And I kept getting scripts when they were like, yeah, we're going to write it in, we're really excited. I kept getting scripts, it's not written in. I'm like, oh. And so finally, we shot the episode in the library where Bobby tells me I'm pregnant because he'd seen it in the thing. I'm literally like 7 months pregnant at this point, holding Zelina's baby on top of my baby. My baby's like kicking the other baby because it's feeling this. And my stomach's touching Bobby, literally, because they had to have the shot so close. And he's like, you're pregnant. We got one out, it probably took about 15 minutes. I'm no kidding. Yeah, that was weird. Thanks.
Awesome, thanks very much.
Hello.
Hi. What was the hardest episode that you filmed?
Ooh, good question. Maybe I forget what it was. Oh, was it called My Handsome Hero?
Yes.
Was that what it was called? That right? Yeah. The one with Gaston and this in season 5. For a few reasons, it was good in a difficult way, but all good, nothing bad. But just except that I was super tired because I was very pregnant at that point. But just that there was so much. You were delving into her background so much, and there was just a lot to do and a lot to learn and a lot of different locations, and yeah, but it was fun. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Hi.
Hi, I was wondering, if you were in Belle's situation, would you give Rumpel as many chances as she did?
I give him as many.
Would you give Rumpel as many chances as Belle did?
Hell no.
Hi, I'm asking this question on behalf of my stepson Justin over there.
Hi, Justin.
You're a young and beautiful woman, so how does it feel? How does it feel when Henry calls Belle grandma?
It's awesome. It's very cute. It's great. Yeah. He only did that like once. I was hoping he'd do it more. I know. It was just funny. Yeah. Thanks. Hi.
Hi, my question is, what Belle give Emma and Killian as a wedding gift?
Sorry, what would I...
Belle give them for wedding gift?
Would I give who as a wedding?
Emma and Killian.
Oh, Emma and Hook. Like a really cool silver Moroccan teapot.
There you go.
And the little Moroccan tea glasses they use, just to be different, because she wouldn't give them a typical tea set. So, yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. I was wondering, what was your favorite part about playing Lacey, and do you like playing Lacey or Belle better?
Favorite part about playing Lacey was, firstly just playing a totally different character, but embodied by the same person, is always kind of a fun thing to think of and play with. And just fun doing, you know, as you know, I've said before, it's like playing, not necessarily evil, because, you know, Lacey wasn't really evil, but she definitely wasn't the sweet little librarian that Belle is. So it's kind of more fun sometimes to play the bad guy, quote unquote, or the, you know, someone that doesn't have terribly good morals or ethics. But I only got to play her for one episode, which was kind of a bummer, but I guess I prefer playing Belle because I know her better as well, and, you know, it's been more fun to develop that character.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
That was very good unison.
Thank you. You look amazing tonight. We're a big fan. Yeah, very big fans.
Thank
The
you.
question is, what is your favorite and least favorite part about being your
Good job, thank you guys. My favourite part about playing Belle is I like playing a character that's very honest, and she's an open book, no pun intended. Terrible joke. And you know, she's you see what you get. She's never got an ulterior motive, or she does speak from her heart and her soul. And least favorite is when I have to wear something that's really, really, really uncomfortable, like a dress that has 4 different skirts, because you can't really breathe. But you look pretty, I suppose. Thanks, guys. Hi.
Hi. So first off, I want to say you are my favorite Disney princess, and you play the role of Justice. But I also want to know if you could bring back one character from the dead or even from the underworld, who would it be and why?
Testing me now. I'm trying to think of who's down there. Who's down there? Cruella? Yeah, no, but who else is... Oh, yeah. Well, I suppose, you know what, I suppose I would bring Cruella back just because I think she's really fun. You know, she's a terrible, terrible human being. Yeah. I miss watching her.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hi.
Hi. I'm a huge fan, and my question is, what is your favorite place to go for the conventions?
Ooh. Favorite place to go? I don't know, I like Toronto.